Friday, but it is the weekend, and what better way to spend it than watching some fast and furious chess action.
Maxime and Praggnanandhaa, they are squaring off. Maxime, the winner of the Rapid, and Praggnanandhaa, the winner of Game 1 here in the Blitz, while Maxime suffered defeat. So Prag, he essays this bishop b4 check, queen to e7, defending that bishop. Tanya, I think the opening choices are fascinating to think about from the players, because you never know what to expect in Blitz.
And that's the fun of it, right? When you don't have enough time to counter a surprise in the opening, it might not get you a winning position, but it's cost your opponent those precious seconds on the clock.
Yes, and Maxime playing d4 on the first move. Maybe Prag didn't even expect that, because Maxime plays e4 very often. So players, they're changing up their repertoires for the quicker time control. This is early stages. Any other fascinating openings catching your eye?
We have seen Maxime really shift from his usual repertoire in this tournament, so that's been fun to watch his change of style. Let's take a tour around and go over to the Nordic-Arjun game. Again, a really fun opening as Black has advanced the pawns on the center of the board, gaining quite a bit of tension on the board. Look at how that central e5 pawn is attacked, and Prag unstoppable on the queen side.
Look at Prag go. He takes over job up with Black. Black needs a second game in a row. Look at the clocks, by the way. Praggnanandhaa has 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Maxime down to 120, and A takes b3 opens up the A file for the Black rooks. There's no attack for White against the Black king.
What White really wants to get is a good g5 in, but you have to spend one more move defending that g5 pawn. I don't think White has enough play with g5, f6, too many sacrifices, too many pawns given up. But with Black focusing on the queen side, Maxime decides first to get a little bit of pressure off with the rook trade.
But trading the rooks means fewer attackers for White as well. You want to double your rooks on the g file. If you're going to play g5, you only have one left. And Black can even consider moving this queen around at some moment. And then again, Prag plays a precise bishop e8, second game in a row.
Ooh, bishop e8 is the one that sealed the deal in game 1 for Prag, and he does it again. White needs to get g5 in, but there is a big threat that Prag has set up of winning that b3 pawn.
He can win the b3 pawn. He can also bring his knight over towards the king side if he wants. But I like Maxime's decision. If you're going to vacate the a file, give it to me. There could be problems in the last rank.
He's looking for any counterplay that he can find, and this is what Maxime is so good at.
Is there rook takes d2? For a second game in a row, could there be a fork on the b3 square?
Picking up a pawn on the way, so you actually give up the exchange, you win it back with the extra interest.
But I'm going to show that very, very quickly. Rook takes d2 a moment ago, was available to Black. Queen takes 2, knight takes b3. It actually says it's equal, so Prag is smarter than I am. The reason why the knight gets trapped in the corner, so you get to steal the pawn. So great awareness by the players. Now Black's still in charge. You have to
targeting the queen side. He's not going to trade that knight for the bishop. That knight had to jump on f4, white eyeing those dark squares on the queen side.
This knight is winning Pragg the game. Rook h3 comes to mind to go up to the h4 pawn. Also, pawn takes, knight h3, winning the g5 pawn. So this knight is just so powerful for Pragg.
Ooh, and that pawn takes pawn might just force white to actually recapture with the queen, but instead Pragg chooses to put pressure on white's second rank, defended now by the king.
And this king might keep going over to attack this rook to pester it. The rook does safely have the c3 square, but let's not forget about this a file, that if Pragg isn't careful, white can flip the script and go for an initiative.
And we know how many times the script has been flipped by Maxime Vachier-Lagrave. And look at that, the king continues to march over to more safety. Ignore the eval bar right now. I really like Maxime's approach in trying to hold this together. He needs to look for counterplay on the A line.
He's going for it, but black has opened up the kingside. Knight f3, apparently that was a game-ending blunder. That probably means you can take the bishop and play bishop h5. The bishop that has done nothing all game will win it for Pragg.
And then he'll have to get the rook into the defense. He does it instantly. Rook f1 is the only way not to lose a piece. He gives a check first. And now there's no way to defend the knight.
None at all. He might go after the queen side. That's what he's going for. He's hoping for counterplay, but it cannot possibly be enough.
Wow, Pragg on fire, winning that first game and now on the brink of defeating the 2021 World Blitz champion.
Are there enough checks for white? Is this a huge threat? It does look like it. Should black backtrack? No, he gives a check and Maxime offers a queen trade. He probably would have made it if he didn't do it, but now just trade queens and win the ensuing endgame.
Just do it. That is the traditional chess wisdom. You're up material, you want to trade off as many pieces. Maxime's still trying to create chaos on the board, creating more weaknesses. If black was to take it, you want to exchange as many pawns as possible. He would have picked up the c7 pawn.
And that's why Pragg brought his king back. Now his king is close to this passer. It's not scary at all, and a resignation has occurred. Praggnanandhaa is at 2 out of 2.
Praggnanandhaa on fire, but let's quickly move over